Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of South Central Satellites Volleyball, women's volleyball, here on RCSPN, Regan's Corner Sports Podcast Network. I am your host, Rory Tenemer, joined by Aiden Thatcher, and we'll also have a special guest, a former Division I volleyball player out of American University. But you're here on the pregame show for your red-hot South Central Satellites women's volleyball team that has just been on fire to start this season. And we saw, the last game that I broadcasted, an amazing game against the Cout Phillies, where they were down 2-0 in terms of sets and came all the way back, won the next 3 sets in just a gladiator matchup, David versus Goliath. You're down 2 sets, coming all the way back to win 3 in a row against an undefeated team. They both entered that game 8-0. That's just heart and determination. I believe here, facing today, John Glenn Falcons. From what I've heard from Josh, it's a little less of an opponent, but something you definitely can't take lightly ever. You got to play each opponent the same if you're truly a capable winning team. But it should be a good one here on deck. And let's get to our American Legion Post 295 players to watch today for South Central. The setter, the big-time setter, Hope Welsh, who comes in with 256 assists and on the season, 23 kills, 21 aces, 53 digs, and 2 blocks. And on the other end, for John Glenn, Mia Hooten, who comes in with 13 kills, 19 aces for herself, 0 digs, but 7 blocks and 4 assists. You got to assume that she's the tall one in the middle there with 7 blocks. That's hard to do, and definitely big time right here, starting off this season. 7 blocks already. That's going to be big to watch. But those are our American Legion Post 295 players to watch. Also, in the past, we've had the Schmack twins, the Schmack sisters, Riley Schmack and Ella Schmack. They've also been great players for the South Central Satellites this season. Satellites keys to the game will be leading on their seniors, leaning on that upper class for the Satellites will be huge. And even though it's a limited senior class, definitely one that you're going to want to lead on. They've been the rock so far for this team. Learn from these upperclassmen and then jump on them early. That's been a big thing. You don't want to try and come back like they were against the Cout Phillies in that last game that we broadcasted. You don't want to start down 2-0 and then have to win the next 3. That's not what you want to do. So jump on them early and then be ready for a barn burner game. I gotta assume that was more for the Couts and not the John Glenn Falcons for today. But it should be a good game either way. And of course, we know the South Central Satellites always going to bring some sort of drama into it, whether it's a 3-0 set or they're coming down from 2-0. Either way, we're going to have action very shortly, as the JV team was just getting off the field, and now South Central Satellites varsity is warming up. But we'll be right back here with the action on Regan's Corner Sports Podcast Network.
LaPorte's #1 used car dealer, All-Star Autos, is a proud sponsor of Regan's Corner Sports Network. All-Star Autos specializes in high-quality used vehicles and excellent customer service. You could say it's out of this world. They pride themselves on making your car experience as easy and stress-free as possible. You can view their inventory and apply for credit at allstarlaporte.com. They offer financial for everyone, have a large inventory of cars, trucks, and SUVs. So next time you're in the market for a new vehicle, check out All-Star Autos, the regional no pressure dealer, and see why we're #1 in used car dealers in LaPorte. And go Satellites!
And we're here on RCSPN and action already underway. We have the Falcon Country from John Glenn taking on the South Central Satellites. And this one goes out of bounds. Should be a 1-1 game here in John Glenn Stadium, home of the Falcons. So it's 1-1, and that serve runs out. 2-1 here, South Central. I believe South Central is in their navy blue uniforms.
Yeah, it looks like South Central's in the navy blues tonight. Excited for a good match today.
Rory Teddimer joined by Aiden Thatcher. Aiden, how you doing today?
Pretty good. How about yourself, Rory?
I'm doing good.
Excited.
John Glenn in the red, South Central in the navy blue, and South Central already has a lead. Decent rally here. Big block there from John Glenn. South Central recovers, gets it over. Too many hits there for John Glenn. That's a point for the Satellites. 4-1.
4-1 for the Satellites. Nice early start.
And Aiden, are the Satellites still undefeated?
They're 11-2.
11-2. So they ended up losing a few games. At one point they were 9-0. So 2-2 in their last 4.
They are 4-0 in Porter Conference, though. So they are undefeated in the conference.
And John Glenn is a part of the IHSAA, but I've never seen them in baseball. Are they part of the Porter Conference? I don't know.
John Glenn?
Is John Glenn a part of the PCC?
Yeah, of course. I'm pretty sure. Let me double check.
I know I've never seen them in baseball. Another good rally here by both teams. South Central with a good dig there. Gets it over. Another good dig by John Glenn, who just hits it over one time after.
Some excitement there from the John Glenn bench. Love to see that energy early on.
6-2 South Central. Although John Glenn does get the serve back, so they just won that point. Big spike there from the South Central team, and it runs out of bounds, so a point for John Glenn, 6-3.
It's unfortunate we don't have Mark on the sidelines for this game, Rory.
Yeah, Mark not down at the sidelines today. We do have Josh Regan in-house. He's working the camera. Good spike there from South Central on the right side hit. That's a point, 7-3. South Central leads.
A little fake almost.
Yeah. Sometimes a very, very sneaky play. South Central reads it well and gets themselves another point, 8-3. South Central coming out hot.
Have you noticed the student section behind John Glenn's team right now, Rory?
No, let me take a look as we try and transition over.
Is
that supposed to be a student section?
I mean, it's just an extra bleacher. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's pretty intimidating. I mean, they're literally like almost right behind the server right here. Let's see if we can get a shot of it. Maybe next time. I've just never seen that. I can't imagine what it's like playing basketball there. Let's see if we can see it. Love to Students that come out though on a Monday night.
Yeah, especially this early into the season, this early into the school year. Good to see.
What was always the most highly attended sport at your high school, Rory? Football, was it baseball, basketball?
Football, no doubt. I think basketball maybe later on. We had a good basketball player, but football generally, I'd say, at least throughout the 4 years.
Yeah, I think that's with my school as well.
I think that's how it usually goes.
I can tell you the least attended games were lacrosse games.
Yeah, good.
No one was eager to watch those. It looks like we got a media timeout. Maybe it's a team timeout by John Glenn here, trying to regroup.
Good. That'll trigger our first commercial break here. Larry's commercial break. We wait for the action to come right back. A hot start here for the South Central Satellites, going up against the John Glenn Falcons here in Falcon Country. Triggers an extremely early timeout here from John Glenn as they look to try and regroup. South Central still has a serve. We've seen some good rallies. And that's another point for South Central as the return there from John Glenn was blocked on that right side. It's 12 points for the Satellites. And John Glenn's going to get one there. Oh, no, they're actually going to say violation. Looks like we just lost stream for a second, but 13 points now for the South Central Satellites as they have a commanding lead over the John Glenn Falcons here in set number 1. And as we wait for the stream to come back, take a look at this promo video for South Central. A great promo video there from our very own Josh Regan, the head of Regan's Corner Sports Podcast Network. Time to get that dub, and it's definitely time indeed for the Satellites. They hold a commanding lead here over the John Glenn Falcons. They've already have 15 points so far here in set number 1. And another decent rally. It was the third time we've seen a very good back and forth. Looks like it's 15 or 16-7 here in set number one. Another point there for the Satellites. So 16-7 now. Good dig there. That runs just out of bounds. So a point for John Glenn, 16-8. An 8-point lead for the Satellites. One timeout already called by the John Glenn Falcons. They look to try and get something going. Haven't really had a streak during this game so far, and they're not going to start one here as they fail to get the serve over. Now 17-8. South Central looking for 8 more points to win set number one. And they're not going to get anything going. They failed to get that serve over. 2 free points for each team. 17-9 now. South Central 11-2, 4-0 in Porty County Conference play. John Glenn manages to get one over. Looking at a 17-10 game here. Gotta say, John Glenn looking a little weak on that left side. They haven't really had any spikes coming on that left side attack. That one kind of just tips off the South Central blockers and falls in no man's land, but not really a hard spiker there on the left side right now for John Glenn.
A little bit of a slow-mo action here.
Yeah.
From the camera. Slight lag.
That one runs off the blockers of John Glenn. Point for the Satellites. I think it's 18 or 19 for the Satellites.
Hey, almost like a quick serve there by the Satellites. That ball goes out.
Another point there. Could be 20 for the Satellites. They have a large lead right now, growing. Either 20 or 21 for the Satellites. I believe it's 11 for John Glenn. Hopefully we can get a look at that scoreboard. Either way, a very large lead here in set number one, and that triggers the second timeout by the Glenn Falcons. We'll take another commercial break here on Regan's Corner Sports Podcast Network.
LaPorte's #1 used car dealer, All-Star Autos, is a proud sponsor of Regan's Corner Sports Network. All-Star Autos specializes in high-quality used vehicles and excellent customer service. You could say it's out of this world. They pride themselves on making your car experience as easy and stress-free as possible. You can view their inventory and apply for credit at allstarlaporte.com. They offer financial for everyone, have a large inventory of cars, trucks, and SUVs. So next time you're in the market for a new vehicle, check out All-Star Autos, the regional no pressure dealer, and see why we're #1 in used car dealers in LaPorte. And go Satellites!
Nice message there from our sponsor, All-Star Autos, at 1403 East Lincoln Way in LaPorte, Indiana. We're back here in the action. Satellites looking to return. Do get it over. Block attempt falls down for a John Glenn point. 20 points, it looks like, for the Satellites.
11-20.
And 11 for the Falcons. Satellites get a free one there, failing to get it over is John Glenn on the serve. It's back-to-back serve attempts for John Glenn that have been failed to get over. 21-11, a 10-point lead for the Satellites.
Oh,
Good block attempt, and it really just runs into the face of the South Central player there.
that was
21-12.
very reactive response there. That's the natural human response there when a ball is coming at your face.
Oh my God, you're right. That student section is popping.
Yeah, see? And isn't the placement just very, there's a nice spike there by South Central. I just think the placement is like very intimidating for opposing teams.
Yeah.
Like you said, imagine if you were playing basketball and you're shooting free throws.
Yeah, my college had something like that where there were down on the baseline, there would be the fan seating, and the student section would be popping.
I mean, you love to see it from a competitor standpoint. Looks like they got
it goes out of bounds for Regan, for the Satellites. 22-13 here in set number 1.
Whoa, good save there.
Satellites get it over just on a bump.
Ooh.
Yeah, that left side attack just failing for John Glenn so far right now. Satellites get another point, 23-13, lead back up to 10. Ooh.
Wow, you gotta love the effort there by South Central. I mean, really no chance of getting it over, but all those bodies diving, you gotta give some respect there.
Absolutely.
Oh,
good save there from John Glenn. Looks like that's going to be a South Central point.
I wonder if concussions are common in volleyball. It's because I feel like they're diving on the floor so often. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, if you hit your head.
I wonder what the most common injury in volleyball is.
Probably knee burn.
Yeah, that's true. That is pretty ferocious. Especially, or I guess that's a rug burn. I was thinking not knee burn, rug burn. I was thinking the other one. Looks like there's some.
I think it's going to trigger a timeout.
Do you like how organized the Falcons bleachers are right now? You got the pep band, the top left. Oh, there's student section.
24-14.
Looks like someone's wearing overalls.
Yeah, a few interesting hats there. Those straw hats up there on the top right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, some interesting. A lot of flannels. I see a good amount of flannels. So you got jean shorts. Yeah, but I guess that's just Union Mills, Indiana for you.
That's how they do it in Falcon country.
Yeah. I just saw their home of the Falcons big black attack. I have to send a picture of that to one of my buddies. That is pretty funny.
Yeah, that's an interesting slogan there. Good point there for the Satellites, and that looks like it could do it. I believe that is the 25th point. So Satellites take home set number 1, 25-14. A pretty dominating game here from the Satellites. I mean, started out ahead and never looked back. They end with their biggest lead, 11 points.
Looks like the student section is pretty glad they get to sit down now. Maybe John Glenn can take this time to regroup, but good early start here by the Satellites, and that's kind of what we've seen all season by them, except in that game against was it Hebron? No, was it Hebron?
In what?
Were they
Couts?
Couts. That's right. That's because someone Doug or someone was pronouncing it Coot.
Coot.
Getting upset. But yeah, that game was they didn't start out super hot, but they still fought through some adversity. So let's see if John Glenn can fight through some adversity now.
The amount of plaid in this student section is almost unfathomable. I don't think I've ever seen that much plaid and flannel in any sort of high school.
It's still, you would think it, I mean, in my area at least, it's very warm. Like, I can't imagine wearing plaid right now. I feel like I'd.
Yeah, I mean, you got most people in shorts. I mean, there's a guy here in a tank top.
Yeah.
At least warm enough to wear a tank top. Okay, got a baseball glove bouncing it on the. Oh, it's a football actually, bouncing it on the court.
LaPorte's #1 used car dealer, All-Star Autos, is a proud sponsor of Regan's Corner Sports Network. All-Star Autos specializes in high-quality used vehicles and excellent customer service. You could say it's out of this world. They pride themselves on making your car experience as easy and stress-free as possible. You can view their inventory and apply for credit at allstarlaporte.com. They offer financial for everyone, have a large inventory of cars, trucks, and SUVs. So next time you're in the market for a new vehicle, check out All-Star Autos, the regional no pressure dealer, and see why we're #1 in used car dealers in LaPorte. And go Satellites!
We're back here in Falcon Country, home of the John Glenn Falcons. Regan's Corner Sports Podcast Network presenting this edition of South Central Satellites Volleyball. South Central won the first set. They have a 1-0 lead over the Falcons in a very dominating fashion. Started off very hot and didn't look back. Won that set 25-14. We're about to get started on set number 2. South Central just looking to start off as they did, just get ahead early and don't look back. John Glenn going to try and keep the streaks down and hopefully start a streak of their own. They did not get many streaks going, just had some sporadic points. They've been returning the ball fairly well, but have not had a spiking attack yet. That left side has been very weak for the Falcons. The Satellites get a quick point here. They're up 1-0. Yeah, I mean, this is it. Like a bunch of just weak returns here from the Falcons, and a little miscommunication there for the Satellites opens the door to make this a 1-1 game.
I will say that it does look like South Central does have the height advantage tonight.
Yeah.
Which I can tell from that ball sails out.
That's a point, a lead here for the Falcons, 2-1 over the South Central Satellites here in set number 2. I believe their first lead of the day. Missed spike attempt there. Gives the Falcons a 3-1 lead.
I wonder if South Central is known for their baseball team. Is it volleyball? Is that ball is served right into the net? Point for the Satellites. I wonder if Satellites are what they're best, or what they're known for, at least what they've won the most championships in. That ball hits off the net. I guess I feel like it should be baseball, but
yeah, no, I mean they've won their conference. in the sectional tournament the last 2 seasons. For baseball, you got to assume that they're fairly good there. We know it's not football. They did get killed against Triton.
Yeah, that was a bloodbath.
But, I mean, their women's volleyball team is 11-2. I mean, that's pretty dominating. And a big block there. Looks like number 11, I mean, easily for John Glenn has the height advantage, I would say.
Oh, yeah.
Over the whole court. But you're right.
Yep.
In general, I would say South Central's got a lot more taller people. But 11, I think, could be the tallest person on the court.
Looks like there's some. It looks like there's some. Maybe water, maybe a little blood. Who knows?
Yeah. 5-2 lead for the Falcons. There's something for the Satellites where you don't want to get complacent. Yes, you did just come out and dominate and set number 1, but you don't want to get complacent here and let set number 2 fall. They get an easy point right there. That serve runs out of bounds.
Wait. Not sure
Maybe
why Sass.
Illegal formation, maybe. I know that's something called a lot in volleyball. If you're out of place, if you're out of position, you automatically get a point when that serve goes. Yeah.
We learn something new every day. Oh, good play there at the net.
Just a little tap into no man's land there, and Satellites can't get it over. I believe it's 6-4. A very good spike there from the Satellites that gets called back, probably due to a net violation. Falcons still hold a lead. I believe it's 7-5. Get another point. Now it's 8-4, actually.
A lot of unforced errors here. That's going to be a timeout there. South Central.
A lot of unforced errors. You're very right. That'll trigger another Larry's commercial break here on RCSPN.
It looks like the student section has a little bit more pep in their step.
We'll turn into action here. 8-4 game, Falcons lead. A lot of violations here in the second set. A lot of just out of bounds play. I mean, it's not really been the volleyball we saw in that first set. We saw a lot of returns.
Very sloppy. Very sloppy.
Yeah. Very sloppy volleyball. I mean, again, there's another one that doesn't even have to be returned. 9-5 now. Satellites immediately give that point back. Look at that. Another one runs out of bounds. Trading faulty serves here. 9-6, Falcons lead.
Oh.
Good block block attempt there from the
Ball
Falcons.
goes out. South Central gets it.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, South Central failing to get these serves over. There's handed points to the Falcons. There's that spike. I mean, they have a much better spike attack right now. 10-8 Falcons lead. Satellites with the serve. Satellites finally get one over on the serve.
There's a big block attempt.
Simple try to tip over there from the Falcons, and a good block from that front line for the Satellites. Like I said, the block attempt is just failing right now. Or the spike attempt from John Glenn just don't even compare.
And completely different offensive mindset here for both teams. Is that, I mean, good block there by the Falcons.
Yeah, Falcons have had some good blocks, but have been failing to turn the favor on any spikes. 11-9 game. Falcons lead. Good block there from Satellites. $12-9.
Very sloppy set here for the Satellites. Not playing up to their usual abilities.
Yeah, no, extremely sloppy.
The defense here by John Glenn.
That number 11 for John Glenn, and she gives one of the better spikes from John Glenn today. As a matter of point for the Satellites.
I mean, this is impressive.
The blocking is really improving right now for the Falcons. It's in their keystone right now. 13-10 lead for the John Glenn Falcons here in set number 2.
You know what this game kind of reminds me of, or the set, I should say, Rory. It's like a football team that has a really good defense, but they have a really bad quarterback. Like, their defense keeps them in the games, but that's actually a good spike there by John Glenn.
Yeah. You're right. You can think of a lot of teams with a really, really good defense and a really bad quarterback. Think of the Jaguars in 2018, where they had absolutely unbelievable, and then Blake Bortles offensively. The Bears in 2019, and Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah, poor Steelers have him now. Although, to be fair, the Steelers, I mean, Big Ben, I love Big Ben, but he wasn't that great last year.
Definitely not that great last year. Point there for John Glenn. A lot of sporadic points. You know, it's kind of back and forth each on these points. Neither team really getting any streaks going.
A very inconsistent game here by both teams. Is that it? That kind of
been that type of game for both teams, failing to get these serves over.
I feel like, I mean, I've never played volleyball before, but for some reason I feel like serving would kind of be the hardest part. Also spiking, or maybe blocking. I don't know. So we'll need a sideline interview from Josh to ask maybe one of these ladies.
Don't have anyone down at the sideline today. Mark's on vacation, but we do have Josh there manning the camera. He's doing a phenomenal job right now. We won't be having any sideline report.
Technically, he's our sideline reporter too. If we really wanted to get a sideline interview, I think he could land us one.
Oh yeah.
All sails out.
Close game here, 16-13. Falcons lead. We're getting a crunch time here. Falcons need less than 10 to win set number 2.
There's a good spike.
16-14.
Oh, what happened? Oh, what, 3 hits.
Yep, couldn't get that one over within the 3-hit limit. But it was a decent attempt there from the Falcons trying to save that going out of bounds.
Ball sail. I tell you what, the Falcons here defensively, maybe one of the most stout defensive efforts I've ever seen.
Yeah. And these the backline spikes from South Central just not working at all. It seems as if all of them run out of bounds.
That wasn't an egregious out. Is that? Yep. There's a point for South Central, but I mean, not only are they great blocking the Falcons, but I feel like they have good eyes too. They can sense when the ball is going to just go out by a little bit, but I've seen them do that a couple times here. Good effort there.
Yeah.
Little libero. And that ball sailed. Oh, no, that stayed in. Ooh, I thought that
right into the corner, ties the game. 17-17.
Another unforced error here by South Central.
Just not what you need. I mean, they're giving all these points, all these unforced errors straight to the Falcons. 18-17, Falcons lead. Let's see if they can give it right back. Nope. Good push attempt there from the Falcons.
This Falcons defense is legit. Offensively, I'm still kind of scratching my head a little bit, but I mean, they are not letting any of these balls fall. As that's going to get them. Oh, nope, South Central.
Nice net violation there, 18-18.
Still can't get over that logo right there. I mean, who thought that was a good motto?
I don't know.
Big Black Attack.
I mean, not only do they have the Big Black Attack, but then they also stole the Atlanta Falcons logo. They don't have an original logo.
It is. Oh.
Ooh.
You are right. It is literally copied and pasted.
Looks like 19-18 Satellites have a lead. I think their first lead of this set.
Oh, that ball kind of takes an odd deflection. But it goes.
Get another one.
Falls in for the Satellites.
20-18 Satellites lead. Timeout, John Glenn. Satellites coming all the way back here. And have a 20-18 lead. We'll be right back here on RCSPN.
LaPorte's #1 used car dealer, All Star Autos, is a proud sponsor of Regan's Corner Sports Network. All Star Autos specializes in high quality used vehicles and excellent customer service. You could say it's out of this world. They pride themselves on making your car experience as easy and stress-free as possible. You can view their inventory and apply for credit at allstarlaporte.com. They offer financial for everyone, have a large inventory of cars, trucks, and SUVs. So next time you're in the market for a new vehicle, check out All Star Autos, the regional no pressure dealer, and see why we're #1 in used car dealers in LaPorte.
We're back here for satellite action. 20-18 lead for the Satellites. John Glenn just had a timeout. Oof, I thought that tipped off of John Glenn player, and it actually is going to be a John Glenn point, 2019.
I mean,
Good block.
A net violation?
Wow. A big time break for the Satellites, 21-19.
Heartbreaking. That was a perfect block, too.
Yeah.
Oh, nice save there. Good pop up. I like those push shots. Oh, I thought that was almost a double touch for a second.
So did I.
What an effort. Oh.
Down. 22-19. 3-point lead for the Satellites, and they're chasing 3.
No, I feel like this is a must-win set here for the Falcons here, Rory. I don't think they're capable of coming down 2 sets without like a high-powered offense, but they get the lucky bounce there. 22-20. Wow.
Wow.
Do you believe in miracles? Another pop-up here. Is that ball out? Yes, it is. Holy shit.
I'm thinking it's deflected. I keep thinking it gets bounced off.
It does look like the ball does take it changes paths. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
22-21. Satellites lead.
Great effort there by the libero. That's rejected.
Wow. Falcons come all the way back, 22-22. An absolutely crazy defensive game.
Who's winning this set?
An unbelievable defensive masterpiece here from the Falcons. I haven't seen number 11 hit the back line yet, but she's always in the front line.
Another block.
There she is.
I mean, they're the Twin Towers down there. That's incredible.
First timeout of the entire day here from South Central. 23-22 Falcons lead. South Central just misses 4 points in a row and allows the Falcons to get right back here in set number 2. Enjoy another Larry's commercial break here on RCSPN. And we're back here. Falcons on an absolute roll. They got a 23-22 lead with the serve. They've rattled off 4 points in a row to come back here.
It's going to
Set
be
number 2.
Finish here.
And a quick point there for the Satellites. Should be noted, you got to win by 2. So both teams at 23. A close look action.
I mean,
oof. Point 4. Falcons. 24-23. Falcon lead.
Match point here. Or set point, I should say, not match point. I would say number 11 right now is the X factor here in the set. See if she can complete it. Here's that is sails out. You've got to be kidding me.
Wow.
That's not how you want to.
Got to get 2 in a row here to win. I'd honestly go underhand with these serves right now for both teams. Make sure you get the serve over.
Just very interesting offense here from the Falcons. Not very aggressive. They kind of trust their defense. I like it. But at the same time, it lacks aggression and urgency. So let's see if they can win this second set here. Defense still impeccable. Here comes a big spike. It's blocked again. Oh, my goodness. I mean,
number 11, an absolute menace on the court right now. And she's going to go back and serve.
I'm waiting.
One of the first times I've seen her serve.
I'm
You're
waiting
gonna have to watch this
right here, Roy.
Yeah, she's gonna go back and serve, and I guarantee she's gonna run up to that front line.
Yep.
Look at that.
She's back. She's
back. Actually in the back line. This is where the Satellites need to take advantage.
I mean, I mean, just look at the offense here, Rory. No, there's just
Satellites haven't had a spike attempt yet.
That's a big block.
We're getting 2 blocks, and we're back to tied.
I mean, it's bedlam there in
bedlam in Indiana.
Country. It's bedlam. I mean, look at this. Another. I mean, that was just.
There you go.
That's something you can't do.
No.
In a, now this is match point. You basically give them add in here. Yeah. What did John Glenn got?
And this is exactly what the Satellites need. And they win. Set number 2, a big block there.
Maybe the 2 worst points of the set come back to back, and they couldn't have come at a worse time.
Yep.
That's
back and forth battle that was.
That's back. Is that not back breaking, Rory? Like if you're.
That's a barn burner. I mean, what do we say on our keys to the game? I mean, prepare for a barn burner. Be ready for a barn burner game, and that was it. Set number 2.
Exactly.
A back and forth OT game.
And I think that means lean on upperclassmen. It could mean learn, but I think it means lean. And I feel like John Glenn, if number 11's your senior, I mean, the defense is already running through her, but the offense, I mean, can we get her some spikes?
I mean, if you're looking at this game, if you're John Glenn, you're focusing on keeping 11 in that front line. And then if you're South Central, you're just pounding when 11's on that back line.
Yes.
Full throttle.
You're wise in your attempts to spike against her. Maybe you just try and move the ball like the opposite way, whatever part of the net she's on.
Yeah.
If she's in the middle, I guess you just got to kind of pick your poison. But, if she's on one side of the net, maybe try and rotate the ball the other side. But, I mean, I would not keep testing her because she's pretty much proven herself every single time. Unless, I guess the only time was that one lane or that net violation. And, I mean, that only happened one time. So,
I'm thinking you're going to want to try some fake spikes here against her. Maybe you just go up for a spike, act like you're going to spike it, and then just give it a little tip right over, hopefully into no man's land.
It's not a bad idea. Almost like kind of like pump fake, like in basketball, and you kind of just tap it in.
Yep.
Just tap it over. It's not a bad idea. I mean, it seems like, I'm not sure if it's her vertical leap that's so impressive or if it's just she's just very tall, but it seems like every time she goes up for a ball, it looks like she's going to win it almost every single time. So we'll see what South Central does, and we'll see if John Glenn can come back in this volleyball game.
Yeah, I'd like to get a wing span measurement on number 11, see if it's a little bit more length in the arms or if she's got it.
Could be.
Any sort of vertical.
If you were to pick one of those, which would you pick? Would Rory more of a wingspan or a little bit more bounce?
Tough. I would rather bounce though. I mean,
yeah.
If I can get bounce and dunk a basketball, that'd be nice.
That would be pretty sweet. Can't do much with a long wingspan. I guess reaching for like things in the counter would be easier. But
yeah, just be called the Slender Man for the rest of your life.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I'm trying to think, who is that guy? Played basketball. Not Chet Holmgren. I can't remember.
Taco Fall?
Nah, he looked like Slenderman. I can't remember his name though. Oh, the Taco Fall is freakishly tall.
Kevin Durant, Slender Man.
Yeah, he kind of is.
The Slim Reaper.
So, yeah, the Slim Reaper. That's more of his persona.
Well, while we have you here, a quick shout out to our sponsor at All Star Autos at 1403 East Lincoln Way, LaPorte, Indiana. Go to All Part Autos for a new car. They got a lot of new cars on the lot, and always waiting for their chance to serve you at All Star Autos, 1403 East Lincoln Way. Set number 3 on deck. Satellites hold a 2-0 lead. And we're looking to put away the Falcons.
It's like the student section, good for them. Looks like most of them have stayed. Although I do see a little space there in the front row. No, looks like most of them have pretty much stayed. Good school spirit right there. I'd love to see that.
I think you got to think that student section might dissipate if John Glenn gets down early. Oh, a rocket of a serve. Where was that the entire time?
Defense strikes again. Who else but number 11?
Yeah. Pretty unbelievable game here from number 11 for the Falcons.
I mean, she doesn't win the battle there, but she put up a good attempt. If I had to guess, I would say she's at least 6'1". Maybe she's 6'2", but she is tall.
Oh yeah.
That worked. It's interesting though, Rory. They're not kind of working the offense around her. I would have thought they would try to get her spike every single chance they got, but
yeah,
they're not really going to her that much.
You got to assume maybe it is in the length. If she can't jump for a spike, it's more just the length for the block.
Yeah, which is still very well needed. I mean, if you have a team that's high powered offensively and you have someone like that, as that ball stays in, point for South Central.
Another point there for South Central. We're here in the early going of set number 3. South Central looking for a sweep. And another serve that just runs out. Like a 3-3 game
like
here.
3-3 all.
Yeah.
As the libero checks out.
Number 11 back to serve.
And that is the first successful spike there for the Satellites this set.
This is where you need to attack right now.
Is number 11 even in the game?
No, actually, I don't know. She might have just gotten taken out for the libero.
I mean, if you're South Central, you got to be salivating right now.
Yeah.
Let's see what the offense looks like here for John Glenn.
It seems as if 11 doesn't really stay too long on the back line. I think she runs all three positions on the front line. Then when it's her chance to serve, she goes back. And then when she has to stay there, she kind of gets subbed out for the libero. And I'm assuming she comes back in pretty quickly.
I would hope so if I'm a John Glenn fan. Looks like she's getting a quick drink of water here. Is very very bad offensive possession there by South Central.
Yeah, no, that's weak sauce right there. It's a 5-4 game. South Central leads.
South Central's got to capitalize on number 11 not being in there. As they get another spike, there they're going.
A good spike right there. I said number 4, Hope Welsh, playing very good for South Central.
Ooh, good effort there, but John Glenn's going to get the point, but they may have gotten a... Oh, no, is that number 11? She checked into the game? I can't tell.
Oh, just kind of rolls across the net. Nice spike there from South Central. Gets themselves a point and the serve back.
What a point.
Take a dig.
Oh, the poke. Oh, looks like net violation.
Nice. South Central gets themselves another point.
I feel like John Glenn needs a spark here. They need something to ignite him.
Yeah, no timeouts yet. Right for South Central.
That ball gets down.
Nice little tip there from the Falcons. Trying to read the scoreboard. I don't think it's double digits yet. I think it might be 9-6.
I think that's what I saw, 9-6.
Nine seven now.
Oh, big block.
Big block there is right. Nine eight. South Central allowing Falcons to get right back in this game.
Wonder what the delay is for here. Oh, there we go. Big block.
Oh, good attack there from South Central to get the double digits here with 10.
Nope. John Glenn.
10-9?
Yep. Looks like 9-10 here.
11 is back out on the floor for the Falcons.
Oh. Big spike point satellites.
And it's a bad serve there.
So we get Marina.
That is just such a bot. The most botsky right there. Point there for the Satellites here in the third set. Satellites lead 2-0 in sets. They have the lead here. Again, an ace there. Still no timeouts, and there it is. There's the first timeout of this third set. Satellites have 13 points. At 14 points, 14-10 it looks like. And we'll head to our first commercial break of the set here on RCSPN.
John Glenn gets back on the board. (11-14) here. Third set. South Central up 2-0. Be right back. South Central 15-11. Ball's out.
Oh, one just goes right out. 15-12. South Central lead. 10 more points to put this match away for the Satellites. Falcons trying to stop that. Oh, a one-handed save there.
I mean, this point is electric. Oh, net violation.
Wow.
Point. Satellites.
16-12. Or it's a point for the Falcons.
Never mind. Point Falcons.
15-13. Big spike there, trying to get the save, and they do not. 16-13 now, Satellites lead. Here in set number 3.
The John Glenn head coach is about to lose her mind right now. Storms up out of her chair. A great effort there by South Central. The hustle is undeniable. Oh, that ball is smoked. Oh, it's out?
Oh, wow.
No. Did that look into you, Roy? That looked
I
good,
thought
right?
it was in. I thought it was in, yeah. Big number 11 stepping back into the game.
Looks like the...
Actually, is it even number 11?
I do not see her. I don't think she's in the game.
Oh, I don't think that's her.
And the team, I mean...
Yeah, there you go. 17-14.
It is impressive how good this team is defensively, but it's also impressive how subpar they are offensively. I mean, it's almost night and day.
Yeah. They don't really set themselves up for any big spikes.
Even there, they just...
Yeah, failed block attempt.
Yeah, that was a failed block, but looks like
18-14. Satellites lead.
Looks like this is it for John Glenn here.
Yep, trying to close him out.
Oh, net violation. See, this is what could cost South Central.
Yep, you're exactly right.
Or wait, no. Oh, no, that's on. They called it on. Wow. 19-14, they called it on John Glenn.
Interesting.
So
a timeout here. So we
6
got a
points away.
Yeah, very big run here from South Central as they're trying to put away the Falcons. Here in set number 3, South Central already holds a 2-0 lead. And the student section is still popping. A lot of interesting. Maybe it's a theme. Maybe there's supposed to be some sort of farm theme.
Didn't even think of that.
Yeah, some sort of farm theme. I mean, I never see overalls on a high schooler.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
something you do not see.
All right, the South Central have 6 more points in them. I guess we're about to find out. That's not a good start.
And there's number 12 and 11's coming in.
Oh.
Wow. If you can get 11 and 12 together, that's a big duo, and I think that's the Twin Towers that they have been rocking with and that they've been best with. 19-15. And there it is.
But then you do something like that.
Yep. That's big. I mean, that's just huge. 20-15. 5-point lead, Satellites over the Falcons. Satellites need 5 more to put away this match. And move to 12-2.
Oh, number 11 gets blocked. But it's a net violation.
Blocked. Wow.
I mean, that was a big point there.
Amateur volleyball at its finest.
Yep. But now John Glenn's within 4. South Central needs 5. South Central have what it takes to close this 3rd set out. It's not a good start.
I'll let them slide right back in this game.
Tell you what, she's got a good serve. I'd be scared of now if I was South Central. Number 2's got.
Call a timeout. Call a timeout. Satellites
Yep,
are
it's not
rattled.
a bad idea. It's not a bad idea.
20-18. You need to stop this sort of rally.
I mean, look at this bounce.
Yeah, this serve is good.
And they need a timeout.
I mean, that ball was blocked out of bounds. I don't understand that. Maybe a net violation? 19-20. This is bad coaching.
Refs could also have the over in this game. You never know. I try to get my bets placed beforehand, but it's a little too late for the action. Oh, that's a big.
There it is. That's big. And hopefully that's big for the morale.
I still feel like they need a timeout, though. I mean, I feel like John Glenn got a lot of the momentum back. Let's see if they guess who they go to, number 11.
Oh, good dig there from the Satellites. Oh, that's pushed right back. Number 6. Getting a nice pushback right there.
Most emotion I've seen out of John Glenn today was right after that point. Number 11.
Riley Schmack getting back into this game, the trusty libero for the Satellites.
There's got to be a big spike right here. Big spike. Oh, my goodness.
By number 11. I mean, how are you attacking number 11 at this point?
We got 21-21.
This is a tie game. 21-21, and South Central's coaching nowhere to be found. She's got a timeout left.
She's got 2 in her pocket, but she's playing her cards. It's risky. I mean,
now looks like a net violation. They take the lead. Wow.
I mean, South. I told you, Rory, they still need a timeout. I don't know what the coach is doing.
They need a big time timeout. This is horrible coaching at its finest, and there it is.
Right. Looks like Josh finally turned on the audio because she listened to us. So.
Yeah, I mean that's bad coaching. Anyway,
you probably costed your team 2 to 3 points right there. Maybe
after
even
losing. Yeah, you call the timeout after you lose the lead. You just let a 4-point lead.
That one's going to go down in the post-game interview. Media's going to eat her up about her decision not call the timeout post-game here.
I would love Mark
they have
the
right to do that
right now.
Yeah, Mark. Glad he's enjoying vacation, but definitely need his insight. One of the best.
He was down at the sidelines. I know he'd give some grueling questions.
He'd give honest takes, good takes, honest takes. He'd be respectable.
Now South Central.
Mark will probably join us for another game.
I hope.
All right, can South Central come back? Did that timeout? Holy smokes.
Oh, there we go. There. Stays in bounds, too. That's huge.
This is pretty much exactly how the last set went. I mean, tie game. Yeah. Who's just gonna get hot here, and who's gonna dominate the last couple of points? Guess we're about to find out.
23-23. Gotta win by 2.
Big spike here. Uh-oh.
Oh, almost a good save.
Oh, looks like some kind of violation or penalty here for... Is it 23-22? Wait, what? Oh, okay. It's 23-22.
This is match point.
This is a match point?
I think so. I think it's 24.
No, it still says
23. 23-22. Dang. I thought it was already 23 for them.
You can feel how tense it is in there. That ball's out. Yep.
Big.
Now it's match point.
24-22.
South Central finished the job.
South Central looking to bring the brooms here and sweep John Glenn. Monday night.
And
what are you doing?
They still have another chance here. They still have another chance. Number 11 serving too, so expect a big spike here from South Central.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. Horrible
my goodness.
communication from the Satellites. Why are you diving on a serve? You should be there.
You look up the word collapse in the dictionary, Roy. There's going to be a video of this, or I guess a picture, because dictionaries can't have videos.
24-24. You got to win by 2 again now.
That's a big
time spike.
You call a timeout here? Do you ice? Or wait, no, you're serving. I was going to say, do you ice their server? But you're serving, so
Ice
you don't
server.
want to do that. Yeah.
And look who it is, Riley Schmack.
You definitely don't want to ice her.
Led off a very good game in that first one we called against Boone Grove. It's a big-time streak. Satellites coach has some words for this referee standing tall.
They're going to take a timeout. They're icing her?
Interesting.
I don't think I've ever seen this strategy before, Rory.
No, I don't think I have either. 25-24.
I mean, this has got to go down as one of the most questionable volleyball decisions in history.
I mean, it's got it, especially in high school history.
I mean, you're
This girl on the left
away.
looks like
Where is she?
this girl on the left looked like she was drinking some sort of glass bottle. You gotta assume a glass bottle. I guess it's a nice soda, maybe. I immediately think to a beer. Be bold.
Glass. Oh, high school.
Be bold in high school.
They wouldn't do that in high school. Those kids are good, well-behaved kids. There's no way they're.
Oh, good Samaritans for the Falcons.
Yeah.
The big black attack has some good Samaritans on it.
Yes.
Let me tell you right now, number 4 for the Satellites, Hope Welsh. I mean, she's gonna be my player of the game.
She's been everywhere. She's been on the floor. She's been everywhere. But it all comes down to this point. Does the timeout work? Uh-oh. Here we go.
Spike. Here we go.
I just realized
nothing.
No number 11 right now for John Glenn Rory. No. And the game is
Satellites. Over. Game over. Bring out the brooms. The Satellites have swept John Glenn out of Falcon country. 3-0 for the Satellites.
Well, number 11, she tried, Rory, but
I don't think I would say she wasn't
too much.
She wasn't on the floor that much in the third set.
I don't know what she's not doing there with the match on the line. If that's your best player.
I'm very interested. She was not on the floor that much in the
last
set, for sure.
A lot of questionable coaching decisions here made today. We'll let the media and journalists pester the coaches post game, but looks like everyone's headed home. Rory, any last thoughts?
Yeah, our my ball of the game, player of the game, going to number 4, Hope Welsh, the captain, or one of the captains here for the South Central Satellites. She was very strong today, and had some great plays.
I don't know her name, but number 11 for John Glenn. She gets mine even in the loss.
Even in the loss.
I was very impressed. I mean, you need someone like that on your team, and I felt like offensively they just weren't there, but they were dominant today. So
okay, so my game ball goes to. Wait for it. Tatum Wade.
Number 5. I gave mine to her last time. I gave mine out to number 4, Hope Welsh. And Aiden gave his out to number 11 for the Falcons. Yep. Josh, what was the action like there in Falcon country? How loud was that student section?
Complete sweep. It was very exciting. Sweep.
How loud was the student section, Josh?
Very loud.
Wow. Was it some sort of far?
Every moment.
Was it some sort of farm night there? It looks like we saw a lot of plaid, flannels, and overalls.
Was there some kind of theme for the student section, Josh? Was there some kind of theme?
Yeah. I'm not sure. I'll have to get back to you on that one.
Yeah, let me know if that's just the way John Glenn dresses or if it's with some sort of farm theme.
Probably some farm theme.
I hope it's a farm theme. If not, I'm going to keep my kids away from going to John Glenn.
Especially if your kids want to play volleyball. Definitely keep them away.
If my kids want to play volleyball, they're definitely not going to John Glenn. So that's going to do it here for us on RCSPN. It was a great matchup. Satellites take down John Glenn 3-0. Bring out the brooms for the sweep. And that'll do it. We'll be back here again, I believe, on the 31st for another matchup for South Central Satellites women's volleyball. But until then, thank you. I've been Rory Tenner, joined by Aiden Thatcher. Have a good night, everybody.